They get that back.
Sign it.
Yeah, sign the contract. But I want to take everything. I ain't leaving nothing. I want to take everything.
When people, what I got from that is he's a hater. If you don't know me as a person, let's say you don't like me. You don't know me. You feel me? And I don't give a fuck. Him. If everybody including win, win. Fuck.
Question for you.
You're a proud father.
Gervonta Tank Davis has finally fired back after months of silence, controversy, and a canceled mega fight. Responding to Terrence Bud Crawford with one of the coldest collals boxing has seen in years, and when Tank told him to sign the contract, didn't just create hype as an undefeated 3D Vision champion, fresh off outclassing Canelo Alvarez at 168 pounds, while also holding talks with Saudi Arabia's Turki Alaljic for historic future fights.
How good Crawford was in there with Canelo. I always said to everyone that Crawford is a fantastic fighter, skill, movement, he has everything that it takes to become the best, and there's no one there to touch him in this game. So when the Canelo fight was announced with Crawford, I said to everyone that Crawford's gonna win. People looked at me like, are you sure? Like, is he big enough? I go, trust me, Crawford is big enough, he's strong enough, and he can beat Canelo. And guess what? He went there and did it.
Meanwhile, Tank Davis is coming off one of the toughest years of his career, marked by a controversial draw with Lamont Roach, a canceled Jake Paul event due to legal issues, a long stretch of public silence and non-stop criticism surrounding his legacy.
Not the face of boxing because he doesn't fight often. He fights once a year. And he's probably one of the best talents in the world. I love Tank Davis. I love watching him fight. I love when he goes in the ring and just demonstrates power and speed and he doesn't give a sh. I love that. But he has to fight more often. We want to see Tank fight 3-4 times a year. Tank Davis, I dare you to break my record. 5 world title fights in 1 year. Let's go.
You think he's not?
So why is Tank suddenly barking at the pound-for-pound king? To understand that, you have to go back to where this beef really started, because Tank and Crawford have been circling each other for years, trading shots on social media long before fans ever believed a fight between them was
Buddy. Shit. What's going on with you and Gervonta?
If I'm a boxer, he a boxer, you a boxer, we all need the money.
I ain't doing it for free.
Thank you.
What if Gervonta said, hey, I'll come up to 154. I'll come up to 154 while you talking.
Oh man.
You go to you'll fight Gervonta at 154?
I wish him the best. That's all I'm gonna say.
Why do they come? Is it because they feel they need to come for the guy that seems like he's on the top right now? And right now, you're the guy on the top, so everybody's taking.
The latest spark came when Crawford posted a simple line, saying he saw someone mad they weren't invited to the Ring magazine gala. He never mentioned Tank by name. But he didn't have to, because Tank took the bait instantly, clapping back that he still makes more money. Only for Crawford to respond with one of the most surgical counters in boxing trash talk history, pointing out that the first thing a dumb rich person says to another rich person is, I've got more money than you, before listing his own investments, clean taxes, and financial security. After which, Tank got emotional and shifted the attack to Crawford's legacy, claiming Bud isn't chasing greatness, but because he wants to, before finally crossing the line by dragging Crawford's wife into the argument with a tweet so nasty and disrespectful. He deleted it minutes later, but screenshots never die. And fans saw it, media saw it, and Crawford saw it, and Bud didn't let. This wasn't just trash talk anymore. It was personal, with Crawford always being the type to settle issues inside the ring, while Tank has never shied away from escalating drama outside of it. And now the entire boxing world is asking the same question. Are we finally heading toward a Crawford versus Davis super fight? But before answering that, it's important to understand where both men stand right now. because Crawford is untouchable. He beat Spence, he beat Madrimov, he beat Canelo. He's undefeated. A 3 division king with options everywhere. From 154 to 160, 168, and even 175 if he decides legacy.
Right now, on the streets, I'll break your fucking neck. And that's on my kids. And you know it, I know it, and the whole world know it. And I'm not talking about no fighting in the ring. If me and you was to fight outside, I will break.
Everyone build around him. And Turki Alalshik treats him like a true generational star, floating blockbuster. Ideas like Crawford versus Canelo, even matchups involving Shocker and Tank, which fans would love. But the reality is Tank is fighting for control of the narrative after a draw with Lamont Roach that hurt his momentum especially. Been ruled a knockdown, raising questions about his ring IQ, questions that only got louder when Crawford went on Club Shay Shay and openly said Roach deserved the win, calling Tank overconfident and accusing him of not taking the fight seriously. A critique that clearly hit Tank's pride and, just when things couldn't get worse, the Jake Paul fight cancellation poured gasoline on the fire.
Out of those two, Crawford or Mayweather?
I think Crawford is better, bigger. He's actually he moved in weight class, and I would say Crawford is a better fight all around fighter. Mayweather is really good too, though. You can't knock him as well. He's very talented. It would have been a tough fight, but I think Crawford would have the edge over Mayweather because of the long arms and because he's bigger. You know what I'm saying? And he would have kept him at bay. It would have been hard for Mayweather to counter, maybe. But Mayweather's definitely a technician. I mean, like Crawford said, Mayweather has his era, and Crawford, this is his era.
Tank needed a comeback moment, but instead he found himself buried under headlines about a lawsuit and a broken event. And even though he denies everything, trending for skill or success anymore, it was trending for drama. And when a fighter feels their image slipping, they reach for the biggest fight, the biggest challenge, the biggest redemption arc possible. And right now, there is no bigger name in boxing than Terence Crawford. But here's the twist. Tank didn't fire first. Crawford did subtle but sharp, joking about Tank not being invited to the Ring magazine gala, laughing at his reactions, questioning his resume and his opposition, and then landing the most painful jab of all when he said, "By the way, little guy, you're definitely not making more than me. Who have you been fighting?" A line that hit Tank harder than anything Roach landed, because deep down Tank knows the truth. Crawford is fighting Canelo. Crawford is making history. Crawford is headlining global supercards. Crawford is at a career high and Tank isn't.
Crawford and Canelo, I'm pretty sure.
Shakur and Tank?
Yeah, that would be dope. That would be dope. But if Tank was not so cocky to be on a Terence Crawford undercard, that would be dope. But I don't see Tank taking a backseat to no fighter.
That's where this entire story shifts, because imagine being Gervonta Davis, fighter who's always been the star, the knockout machine, the pay-per-view attraction. Headlining Atlanta and Las Vegas with celebrities sitting courtside, the future of boxing, only for real-life problems to knock you off, and even the fans move on. And that's why Tank snapped, because for the first time in his career, he's not the one being praised anymore, he's the one being talked down to.
Jake Paul versus Tank Davis, they just announced the fight. What's your instant reaction to that?
I don't know what's going to happen with a 135-pounder going up against a 200-pounder. I think it's not a real fight. Jake just too big. Tank ain't gonna be able to get in from that jab. Jake land one good punch on Tank, it's over with.
So when Crawford dropped a brutal warning basically telling Tank he's irrelevant, That he couldn't survive at Crawford's level, and that his money wouldn't last. Did what he does best. He went nuclear, firing back immediately, signing the contract publicly 8 while Tank struggles to make 135. It's even tiny for 140 Crawford fresh off Canelo, while Tank is still dealing with Lamont Roach potential legal setbacks and trying to reclaim his momentum.
It's wild, because like if you look at Floyd's resume, it's much deeper than Crawford's. And Floyd was faster and he had a better defense and all that stuff. But Floyd picked and chose when he fought guys, especially once he left lightweight. He wiped out the junior lights, bring him. Lightweight, he jumps up to Jose Luis Castillo first thing. A lot of people think he lost the first fight, then I didn't, but then he won the rematch. But once he left lightweight, he was careful about when he fought guys. So even though his resume is deeper with names, people remember, yeah, but he didn't want it with certain dudes at certain times. Crawford, we all witnessed, even though the resume is thin in certain ways, he wanted it with everyone the whole time. Oh, yes. That makes a difference to people.
Do you think's better out of those two, Crawford or Mayweather?
I think Crawford is better, bigger. Like he's actually he moving weight class, and I would say Crawford is a better fight all around fighter. Mayweather's really good too, though. You can't knock him as well. He's very talented. It would have been a tough fight, but I think Crawford would have the edge over Mayweather because of the long arms and because it's bigger. You know what I'm saying? And he would have kept him at bay. It would have been hard for Mayweather to counter, maybe. But Mayweather's definitely a technician. I mean, like Crawford said, Mayweather has his era, and Crawford, this is his era.
Crawford is 37. Focused on his final legacy to momentum there in completely different lanes, chasing entire...
Where we stand right now with Canelo Crawford? Yeah. Is that where we stand with Canelo Crawford? Because you're saying just because both are great, everybody wants to face each other. So is that where we're at right now with Canelo Crawford?
No. Crawford needs the money.
Crawford needs the money?
Yeah, he needs the money. You think he had a chance to win? And another thing, bro, I don't be wanting to... How these guys is... Then he get hurt against
Madrimov?
Who?
There you talk about Crawford got touched by Madrimov? Is that what you're saying?
No, he got clipped by Gamboa, right? Right? How the fuck is
Or Kavalaski?
He's looking this strong over the past year. I mean, these years. He ain't been getting clipped or nothing. So now... That's that snack shit. I'm telling you. Alright, y'all laugh. I'm telling you. And that guy that a part of it, he been caught before. He went to jail for it.
In the champion phase of his story, and Tank deep in the...
Tank Davis, he got arrested. I mean, any thoughts on that one?
You did, huh? Again?
Yeah, again.
Hey. Look, I actually like Tank Davis. He's a good, he's a good kid. He's a good fighter, a great fighter, actually. He's one of my favorites. Just get your... That's it, basically. Just shit, you don't hit women, man. Yeah.
He would never even think about to come up to 154.
All right, what about 47 though?
Yes, if he get to pick his opponent. But Tank would never come from 35 to 54.
Y'all got into it on social media around that time. Is that just you being competitive, like when that happens? Or is it like...
I just really don't like that dude.
Why though?
Cause I just don't like him. Like I really don't like him. That's like,
just not your cup of tea. That's just not your...
I don't like nothing about him. I just feel like he just one of these little arrogant little dudes that's using what he got to shield him. He got a lot of security guards around him, and he's in the limelight and stuff like that. But in certain situations, he wouldn't be acting like that.
Do you like him as a fighter though?
Yeah, he's a damn good fighter.
Yeah,
but like his core personality and his ways.
Which brings us to the biggest question of all: does Tank actually want to fight Crawford, or is he just chasing Crawford's spotlight? Because Bud isn't Ryan Garcia, he isn't Leo Santa Cruz, Rolly Romero, or Frank Martin Crawford is technical perfection with knockout power, a master of switching stances, breaking opponents mentally, neutralizing aggression, and most importantly, destroying counterpunchers, which is exactly how Tank thrives.
Better out of those two, Crawford or Mayweather?
I think Crawford is better, bigger. He's actually he moved in weight class, and I would say Crawford is a better fight all around fighter. Mayweather's really good too, though. You can knock him as well. He's very talented. It would have been a tough fight, but I think Crawford would have the edge over Mayweather because of the long arms and because he's bigger. You know what I'm saying? And he would have kept him at bay. It would have been hard for Mayweather to counter, maybe. But Mayweather's definitely a technician. I mean, like Crawford said, Mayweather has his era, and Crawford, this is his era.
Stylistically. This might be Tank's worst nightmare, and Bud knows it. That's why he clowns Tank. Speaks with confidence, laughs at the idea that Tank makes. More money, and openly believes Tank is beneath him. But Tank sees something different. An opportunity to fight the pound-for-pound king. To silence every critic. Rivalry gives him exactly what he needs. Tension, pressure, motivation, and leverage. If Tank beats Cruz in 2026, looks explosive, and regains momentum, suddenly Crawford versus Tank becomes realistic. The weight difference becomes negotiable. The payday becomes irresistible. And the internet wants it so badly that promoters have no choice. I don't know, because drama sells, and beef sells, and beef sells, and this beef is hotter than anything we've seen in years. So here's the real question. Not who wins, not what weight it should be, but does Gervonta Davis actually want this smoke? Or is he playing with fire he knows he can't survive? Drop your thoughts below, because this rivalry is far from over. And if both men keep talking like this, 2026 could deliver one of the wildest matchups in boxing history. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Fight Field. I'll catch you in the next video.
Gervonta Davis speaking about you. Is that ever a possible fight?
Yeah, if he want to dare to be great, he can be like all the other fighters that moving up 2 weight classes and daring to be great.
You would fight him,
man. Tell him to come up there.
He got to come to win 54.
He said I got a glass chin, so tell him to come and touch it.
Ooh. Wow, man. Gervonta said you got a glass.
He said I got a glass chin. Tell him to come and touch it.
At 147?
At 147. I'll make 147 for him.
Ooh, see, oh man.
He gonna have a pre-camp.
Then what the people gonna say? Oh, he's beating up on little guys.
I don't know.